The CEO of Leaderato, and honestly has been one of the most influential people in my life. He's an amazing mentor to me, and that's since I began entrepreneurship. What he does is pretty simple. Gets your heart out, takes your heart out literally, and no, he doesn't do surgery. He pumps it with leadership and puts it back in. So I will encourage you guys to tie your shoelaces, tie your shoes, but he's about to knock your socks off. So we gotta be ready for it. So, if he's gonna bring the energy, I need you guys to bring the energy. If he brings the energy, can you guys bring the energy too? Yeah. Alright, so.
Try that again.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of energy. I don't know. If he brings it, can you guys bring the energy? Yeah! Look at that. Yes. Cool. Alright, well, help me welcome Yigal.
Hello everybody, my name is Yigal. Adato. I'm going to be speaking without a microphone. If you cannot hear me, let me know. I'm going to project, I'm going to walk around. We're going to have a good time. You guys ready for a good time? Say yes?
Yes.
You guys ready for a good time? Say yes?
Yes.
Awesome. We're going to do something you've probably never done before. I got to get the energy up. And I want you guys to play along with me because we are all leaders. Is that yes? Yes? Awesome. Get on your feet for me, please. I know you guys had cookies and sandwiches and chips. Right now we're going to have the championship tournament of rock, paper, scissors for commercial cleaners. The winners, there's a prize.
$100 gift card. The $100 gift card to the winners. We'll get your email. We'll send it over to you.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so I'm going to add that on. I bought you guys some Starbucks gift cards, but they're adding another $100 to that. They're stacking it. Awesome. So does anybody not know how to play this game? Okay, awesome. So this is how we play the game. I'm going to stand up on this chair. Please hold this, make sure I don't fall off. Rock, paper, scissors. Really easy. Rock. Give me a rock. Right? Paper. Scissors. I'm going to call out 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors. And you have to shoot one of these out. Okay? Paper beats what?
Rock.
Paper beats rock. Rock beats what?
Scissors.
And scissors beats what?
Paper.
Make sense? So we're going to play a round, just a practice round. Grab a partner real quick. Grab a partner, and if you don't have a partner, just raise your hand.
If you don't have a partner, raise your hand.
If you don't have a partner, raise your hand. Is that a partner? Yeah. Everybody have a partner? Partner up? All right. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. On shoot. Okay, I just have to give the 1, 2, 3 because if not, it doesn't work. I've done this many times. Are we ready for the practice round? Don't go talking smack after you win in the practice round. It's just a practice round. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Raise your hand if you won. Raise your hand if you won. Raise your hand if you. If you tie, you go again quickly on your own. Okay? Hold on. That was a practice round. So. Okay, listen up, listen up. So this is how this works. We're going to play a tournament. What that means is if you win, you go find another winner. Okay? If you lose, you follow the winner because you're going to be on their team. All right? In Spanish, we say, vamos a echar porras, right? We're going to be like, yeah, you got this, you got this. We're going to be cheering them on. Okay? It's your goal to cheer on your team member. And if they lose, you find a winner and you go to the winners and you start cheering them on. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So, name again?
Anderson.
Anderson?
Aniela.
Aniela, you guys are married?
Yeah.
Don't beat your wife?
You guys
I don't want to say anything bad, please. Okay, so.
Gina, maybe.
Okay. Hold on a second. But if she wins, right, he goes with her to find a winner, and then he's going to just cheer them on. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Are we good? Yeah. Anybody not understand this? Right? I bet you he's going to win. Watch this. Like beginner's luck, he's going to win the whole thing. So we got rock, we got paper, we got scissors. So we say 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And you shoot one of those out. Scissors, rock, paper, whichever one. We good? Yes. Here we go. We've got, how many people in here? 50 people to get through. All right, 50 people to get through. Every round you stop. You just wait for me to get on this chair. I'm going to call 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We good? Understood?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
Here we go. First round. Are you ready? You guys can talk smack, give each other angry looks like the boxers, right? Here we go. Get into position, in position. Everybody in position. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. You go again. Yeah. You are? Okay. Here we go. What was that, dude? What was that?
He's like, shotgun. I was like, that's great.
Keep it down, keep it down. Hold on. Guys, leaders, listen up, listen up.
Not yet, not
I
yet.
haven't even
not yet.
spoken yet. I don't want to lose my voice. So as you do this, celebrate. 2 seconds later, just look at me, okay? Find another winner, okay? By the way, there's no shotgun, no atom bomb, no volcano, no stuff like that. Right? No incinerator, like none of that stuff. Everybody have somebody. Winners have a winner? Yes. All right, here we go, round 2. Ready? You need a winner.
Oh, he won.
Hold on, shh. We need a winner.
Anybody winner?
We're missing one.
Oh, wait.
You got one person to go against. We need a winner. No, we have a winner here, yes or no? Yeah, we have a winner. Angel. We have a winner here. Who's the winner over there? Go. Quickly. Let's go.
Over there. No.
This is all about following instructions, by the way. All about listening and following instructions. Here we go. Round 2. Ready? Let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Cheer them on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Keep going. Go. Find a partner. When you're ready, raise your hand. Winners, if you have a partner. Winner, raise your hand. Winners, raise your hand. Do we need a partner? We need somebody here. Right. You good over here? Awesome. Here we go. Round 3. We got round 3. That was awesome. That was like a 5-time do-over battle. Round 3. Here we go. Are we ready? Cheer them on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fine. Let's go. Find partner. Depende del aire. Más aire. Aire. Hey, here we go. Winners, raise your hand. Good. You have a partner now. How many people we have left? Winners. 1 winner, 2, 3, 4, 5 winners. Okay. 5. What was that?
How do we have an odd number?
It can happen. I don't know how, but it can happen.
Now we have 2 winners, right?
You have 2 winners right here. Yeah, but they're playing against each other.
Yeah.
Right, so we have somebody who doesn't have it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay? We're going to do one more round, and then winners go to the front. Right, so we'll be left with 1, 2, and then you're just going to be the birdie, whatever they call it, like the odd man out. You guys are supporting me. Okay? Here we go. Ready? We got 1, 2 games going on, and then we're going to have the championship up there. Good? Here we go. You guys ready? Yeah? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's a tie.
Go again.
Wait, well, what?
Here we go. 1. No space. Here we go. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock. Oh, got it. All right. Here we go. Very good. Winners, come on. Sorry. All right. So winners up here. Okay. If you, who are the winners? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
where's her crew? Did you win? Where's the crew that?
Okay. What's your name? Deanna. Okay. Who's on Deanna's crew? Right here. Stand right here for me. Right here for me. Okay. Your name again? Carla. Where's Carla's crew? Kendrick. Where's Kendrick's crew? Oh, Kendrick. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We got one odd man out. Where's Daisy at? Did she leave? Daisy, you're recording. You're gonna play Kendrick. Okay. Come. All right.
I get to play a game.
Yeah. All right. Daisy's gonna play Kendrick. And then so we're gonna have, this is the championship, this is the semifinals.
Who's
All right?
cheering me up?
So just us. So we're gonna have one game here, and then the winners are gonna play against each other. Final duel, tournament winner for this event. Are you guys all excited? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So face each other. Again, hold on. Don't start without me. So it's 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, so here we go. She won. Good job. Okay. Okay. Kendrick.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so. All right, so we're gonna throw a twist on this. Turn around, back to back.
Oh my God! I never won anything.
Never won any? You might still not have won anything. Let's wait a second.
This is a lot for me. This is a lot.
Okay. All right. So this is the championship round. All right. Champion takes home $20 Starbucks card plus $100 for the team here. Right. Second place, we don't want to call him a loser. Second place, whoever that is, wins a $10 Starbucks card. Right. During my speech, I need 2 people to help me out.
Manifesting that.
So I'm going to call you guys back up to help me during my speech. Is that good? Okay, that's fine? Yeah, you're fine with that?
Yes.
Okay, I won't make a fool out of you. Don't worry about it. We're going to have a good time. Okay, so back to back. Don't look at each other. We're going to rock, paper, scissors. When you shoot, just nobody say anything, right? Just let them sulk and like, did I win or not, for like 10 seconds. Okay? Here we go. I'll stand over here so everybody else can see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Hold. Do you think you won?
Yeah.
Do you think you won?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure. Okay. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, first ever rock, paper, scissors tournament here for the commercial cleaners of all the United States of America. Profitable cleaners is what we like to call them. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Kendrick. Yeah. Okay. Do me a favor. Grab a pen and write your names on the board for me, okay? Write your name up here, and then Kendrick write your name up here. Go ahead and take a seat. Let's rock and roll. All right. This is Kendrick one. Kendrick, this is yours right here.
Thank you.
And then Kendrick, we have your email. Do you want us to send it to you?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
Manifest. I know.
If that was a good time, say yes. Yes. So for the next 45 minutes to an hour, my goal is to have fun, is to teach what I've learned, and this is not a presentation, this is a conversation. So if you have any questions, please ask, okay? Raise your hand, interrupt me, ask, it's perfectly fine, because I want to make sure you guys get the concepts in the moment, so it attaches in the brain somewhere. Good? Raise your hand if you want to become a better leader. Okay. Raise your hand if you want better leaders in your company. Awesome. My name is Yigal Adato, and I started a company called Cashco Pawn. It was a chain of pawn shops. That's P-A-W-N, not P-O-R-N. P-A-W-N, all right? And some people get confused. Started the pawn shops years ago. I'm a 3rd-generation pawnbroker, and we did about $50 million in sales over the time I was there. And what does every very, very busy entrepreneur do? Find myself a wife, right? I got married. And about 7 months into my marriage, I came home, and it was about 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock after we closed the store. Came home, wife had dinner on the table, and I sat down, I started to eat, and I see my wife kind of in the corner of my eye, she's crying. I'm like, hey, what's up? And she goes, just, you eat your dinner. And I said, okay. So I, put a spoonful of food in my mouth, and there's no way. I'm only 7 months into this. Gentlemen who've been around for a long time, I know something's wrong, right? And if I eat this whole plate, not a good thing. So, babe, what's going on? She goes, no, we'll talk about it later. I said, absolutely not. We need to talk about it now. I can't be sitting here having dinner with you, and you're crying. She said, fine. And she said something to me that to this day, I will never ever forget, and it's what's actually catapulted me on this leadership thing that I'm doing, this journey. She said, Yigal, we've been married for 7 months, but I didn't get married to be alone. I was like, what? She said, you heard me. I didn't get married to be alone. You come home at 8:30 at night, you sit on the couch, you have dinner, you go to sleep, we barely have any sex, we're not connected. Like, I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I signed up for, in being your wife. I'm here to support you, but not to be by myself. So what did I do as a man? I got pissed. I threw a tantrum. I'm like, what are you talking about? Nice car, nice house, vacations, what do you mean? She's like, go figure it out. That's what I'm feeling, this is why I'm crying. So I got up, went to the bathroom, washed out my face, looked in the mirror, and said, Yigal, you are a liar. You're 40 pounds overweight. You have barely any connection with your 7-month wife, newlywed wife. You're kind of pretending to work. Work is making money, things are going on, but you're not actually leading. Something needs to change. In that same week, I got some other crazy news. My father, who's my mentor, my business mentor, and just an incredible human being, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's and dementia, 59 years old. And my father always said, Yigal, I'm going to work so hard today so that I can go on vacation later, so that I can enjoy my grandkids later, so I can take your mom on trips later. You guys all probably know where this is going. At the age of 65, I was in a wheelchair. That's my daughter. And so why I do what I do, why I'm here, is to unlock your leadership, because my belief isn't that leaders are born, leaders are made, it's that they're locked up. You go through things in your life that lock up your leadership. And in order to open it up, you have to have the right key and know exactly how to put in the lock and unlock it. You guys agree with me? Say yes?
Yes.
Awesome. So that's what we're going to go through today, how to unlock your leadership. So my father being my mentor, I created this framework of leadership. First of all, I had to go lose 40 pounds. James, congratulations on losing to 60, brother. That's incredible. 2 clap for that. 2 clap. That's huge. And I made a big shift. I started teaching my team leadership and myself, and just really took it to another level where we grew the company 500% because of all the leadership training. Okay. So I asked 3 things of you. There's 2 on this one. One is that there's no judgment. If you don't want to be judged, then don't judge others. If you want to ask a question, ask it. Don't feel judged. And 2, be transparent. If something comes up for you, be transparent and share instead of just crossing your arms and pouting. I disagree. Ask the question. We'll have a conversation. If you guys agree with those 2, say yes.
Yes.
If you guys agree with those 2, say yes.
Yes.
Awesome. 82% of workers would consider quitting their jobs because of a bad leader. They won't tell you that you're a bad leader. They'll just leave. Or that you have a bad leader, they'll just leave. Poor leadership equals higher cost equals lower profits. You guys agree with that? Right? Higher staff turnover, failure to meet goals, reduction in customer satisfaction, and overall reduction in productivity. That's not what I want for you guys. Amazing trainings today, yesterday, talking all about this. So we're going to dive into how to become a better leader. So I created the framework, the Unlock the Leader framework, where we wake up and we step up and then we lead up, and I'll explain what that is coming up. So I took this framework and I said, hey, let me put this into my company, let me put this into other companies, let me speak at events about it, and it made sense. And the company started to grow. We saw, sales volumes growing, net profit growing. I've never been sure about the direction I have chosen for my business than being part of this coaching, because we unlocked the leader. And when you unlock the leader, the direction is unwavering. And everybody senses that confidence in you when it's unlocked. So the third thing I'm going to ask you guys is to play the game. Play along with me today. Raise your hand, say yes, ask questions, right? Why? Those who are on the field get paid. Those who are on the stands do what? Pay. Any football fans here? Yeah. Somebody was talking Seahawks, and then everyone's about to fight in a rumble. Soccer, everyone's paying to be on the stands, but the leaders, what do? We're playing on the field. And we're going to take hits, and we're going to take fumbles, and we're going to get sacked, and we're going to lose, and we're going to win. And that's perfectly fine as long as you play. Because if you don't play, you might as well get out of this now. Agreed? Say yes?
Yes.
Awesome. 3 types of leaders. There's what we call seagull leadership, like a seagull, right? You're at the beach, you got your food, what does a seagull do? Swaps in, squawks everywhere, steals your food, steals your energy, takes a big poop all over you, and then takes off. That's a seagull leader. Anybody ever a seagull leader in their life? At a prior job ever? If your current leader is with you, don't raise your hand, please. Okay? That's a seagull leader. Come in, squawk, poop all over everything, and then take off. Second one, marshmallow leadership. What's a marshmallow? Soft, chewy, nice, right?
Push over.
What?
Easy to push over.
Easy to push over. What happens when you put a marshmallow to the fire? Melts, burns. Some people like the black out of the crust, which is disgusting. What'd you say over here?
Delicious.
Delicious.
It's true, it is delicious.
It's fattening, lots of sugar. It's delicious. So that's another thing, marshmallow leadership. The third part, which is what we want to unlock in you guys today, is what we call profit-producing leaders. And profit-producing leaders are leaders in their life and in their families, in their communities, but at work, they make money. And we lead our teams, and we lead our communities. If you want to be a profit-producing leader, raise your hand and say yes?
Yes.
Awesome. My belief is that epic actions create epic results. How many of you ever heard, this is how we've always done it? It's the phrase that kills everybody in every industry. I don't care if it's the pawn, if it's the cleaners, if it's restaurant, whatever that is. If you say, but this is how we've always done it, man. What's going to happen if we change? Boom. You're out. That's it. No innovation, no change, no culture. So in order to have epic results, which are growing, somebody said, I want to grow by $5 million, I want to add more teams, I want to buy more companies. It takes epic actions. You want mediocre results? What actions do you take? Mediocre actions. You show up with mediocrity, and you get mediocre results. And then you go home and you bitch and moan and you say, why is this not working? You want things to change? It's epic actions. So when you put epic actions in these two circular frames of leadership and business, in the middle it's what we call magic. Right? If you're an incredible leader, if you have a team of leaders, and you know how to run your business, metrics, marketing, everything that the Anderson, right? That's the last name? The Anderson gentleman spoke about, right? Then you merge those two together, right? Sales and what these guys do, then there's magic. But you can do everything else, and if you don't lead, everything will fall apart. Everything will fall apart. Marketing, sales, strategy, metrics, that sustains a business. Leadership scales a business. I'll say it again. Marketing, sales, metrics, all those types of things, it sustains a business. Leadership scales it. Takes it to a whole nother level. So it's time to wake up. You guys ready to wake up with me?
Yes.
You guys ready to wake up with me?
Yes.
Awesome. So you guys saw the slide of my 3 beautiful daughters and my beautiful wife. The first 2 were IVF babies. You guys know what that is? In vitro. Right? The doctors basically said, you guys are not going to be able to have babies. You need doctors, lots of money, lots of stress. If you've ever gone through it, please speak to somebody. If you're going through it, please speak to somebody. It's very, very tough to go through. So my urologist said, Yigal, and we're all adults in here, so I can speak frankly. He said, I need you to go get a sperm test. See what's happening. It's your fault or hers. I said, sure. I went to the lab. I put down my name, gave my insurance card. They said, please take a seat. So I take a seat. Mr. Yigal, Adato, that's me. Can you please come sit over here? So I sat in the chair. I grabbed a chair. Right? So I sat in the chair. And then she said, are you Yigal Adato? Yes, I am. Can you please tell us your birthday? 5/12/80. If you want to send me a birthday gift, 5/12/80, 5/12/80. Right? And I said, great. Are we doing this here? She said, yes. I'm like, there's other people around. And she goes, that's no problem. She puts on her gloves, starts getting things prepped. And I got it. She had no idea why I was there. So I started messing with her. I said, do you mind if I call my wife for permission to do this? And she said, that's awkward, but no one's ever asked me that. Sure. I said, and am I doing this myself or are you helping? And she said, no, I'll be helping you. That's why I put the gloves on. I said, ma'am, I'm here for a semen sample. No. In order to wake up, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have clarity. So many times we have clarity in our minds, but we don't share the clarity with our teams. We have no idea where we're going, right? Oh, but it's all up in here, it's all up in here. BS, if it's all up in here, it's nowhere. You as a leader need an immense amount of clarity in different aspects of your life. In your business, when you talk with your team, what are the vision, right? The mission. A lot of people talk about that stuff. A lot of consultants. What's the vision, mission, values? They're great things because it gives clarity to the team. And the second question is, where are you not being honest? Where are we lying to ourselves? I was working with a client, and I said, my friend, do you have marketing? Yeah, I pay $4,000 a month for marketing. Great. What's the ROI? I have no idea. Why? Because everybody else is doing it. So there's 4 areas of life in order for you to lead that you need to look at yourself and say, hey, where am I not being honest? I want you guys to write these down on a pad, on your iPad, on your computer, it doesn't matter. The first is connection. Relationships. Am I spending enough time with my family, with my kids, with my loved ones? How am I connected to them? The second one is condition. I was 40 pounds overweight. I got home every night at 8 o'clock and fell asleep watching TV. I had zero energy. If you're going to be a massive company and leave a legacy, you can't do that without energy. You can't. It's very, very tough. And if you've done what you've done today, and you add on the condition, it's going to skyrocket even more. So that's a condition. Number 3, your money. What was the lady's name in the book? Jessica. She said, in my personal life it's not that good, but in my professional life it's pretty good, right? You have to know what's coming in, funds, are you saving, what's happening? Somebody was telling me they also have daughters. Who also has daughters in here? Right, awesome, I got to save for weddings and, you've got to think about this stuff. What's happening with the money? And not just focus on just the business, but also focus on money. And the fourth one is conviction. Conviction is a couple of different things. One, if you're a faithful person, it could be your faith. Are you connected to your faith? It could be your self-confidence. Is your team walking all over you? Do you have zero boundaries when it comes to what people are asking you to do? It's how much conviction do you have? I want you guys to take 2 minutes. And on each one of these, just score 1 to 10, how they're doing currently. Okay? 1 to 10. 10 being like, I have the best, if you're marriage in the world, or my family is incredible, right? Everything is going awesome. Condition, I'm fit. I will throw Angel over my shoulder and throw him over the wall. I'm fit, right? Currency, like I've got clarity in my financials at home, and then conviction. Am I as connected as I want to be with myself, or to a higher power that is? Take 2 minutes to do it. You guys understand and say yes?
Yes.
2 minutes, just 1 to 10. Don't give me why, just score 1 to 10. For some bravery and some courage, I'd like for 4 people to share. Just choose one of them, or choose the one that you really want to work on and say, hey, I'm at a 4 at the moment. And not this is why, my relationship sucks, or I'm eating cookies all day from Panera that these guys brought in, right? I asked for the cookies so you guys can have some sugar rush. Just say, hey, I'm at a 4, and I know that the one thing I need to do is this. Who wants to be brave and share? 4 shares, please. Name? Carla. Stand up, Carla.
Any or?
Whichever you want to share.
I'll do all 4.
You can do all 4.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
So for connection, I'm doing with my kids. With my kids, I think I'm like an 8.
Okay.
I have 3 boys. Now with my partner, maybe a 3.
Okay.
Condition, I'm really bad now. So I think I'm a 5. Currency, I would say a 7. And conviction, with my faith, I think I'm a 9.
Okay, that's 2 clap. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Who else is crazy enough to share? You can pick one, please. Stand up for us. Share loudly. This is about leadership, right?
Connection, 4.
Okay.
conditioning 6, currency, at home 3, and the business 10, and conviction 5.
Awesome. Thank you. 2 clap. 2 more. Oh, 2 more. Give him a 2 clap. Yes, please. I'm on. Ready to rock.
Connection 7,
Okay.
condition 7.5,
Okay.
currency 0,
Okay.
because I leave that to somebody else,
Okay.
and conviction 1,000.
1,000. All right, good. 2 clap. One more share. Who wants to be courageous enough to share? Yeah.
Go ahead.
There you go. Lead.
So connection with my family, with my company, 9. Condition, it's the number one thing I look in the mirror and I'm calling myself a 1. I'm calling myself out. Currency, I'd say I'm at a strong 6.
Okay.
And conviction, I'm at a 9.
2 clap. Thank you so much for being courageous and sharing that. Saying a 1 is not easy. I want you guys to take 2 minutes and on each of those categories, write the one thing that you're committed to doing to make the change. Listen up. I don't want you to go from 1 to 10, right? 1 to 4, what's it going to take? Okay, if you're not connected to a partner, right, what's it going to take to just 1 level up, right? Take 2 minutes, write that down. Really think about it. When you're done, just raise your hand so I know. Take your time. Thank you. Awesome. If you're done, just raise your hand so I know again. Okay. We'll give it 1 more minute. Okay? 1 more minute. That 1 commitment that you made to yourself in each of these categories, we'll talk about how to commit and what it means to commit, what it looks like. Because when you commit, you make a change not just in yourself, you make it in your team and your family. I spoke about my father. And when I was young, I didn't care about my father wearing a Rolex or driving a nice car. I just wanted him to come home and play. That's all I cared about. Right? I didn't care how he made his money. It didn't matter to me. And so in leadership, it's not just about what you want, it's about what makes the whole thing better. What does it make my family better? Myself better. Simon Sinek wrote a book called Eaters Eat Last. I kind of disagree with it. Not kind of, I do. Leaders need to take care of themselves first. Because if you don't take care of yourself, how do you take care of anybody else? One very important thing as we go through this, again, we talked about no judgment. And I love I can use this example with you guys because you guys are janitorial commercial cleaners, so it's a win. So there's what happens. There's what I see that happens, and then there's the truth. That's how we interpret events. Let me give you a great example. Sandra was one of my team members. She was on the opening shift every single morning. And I would ask Sandra to mop the floor every single day. 4 weeks later, barged into the office, said, "You told me this is an open door policy, I have a complaint." Take a seat. What's going on? You make me mop the floor every single day. That's not fair. I said, okay. I said, do you know why I asked you to mop the floor? She goes, no. But tell her. Fine. Because this is how you mop the floor, Sandra. You were the funnest mopper, if that's a word in this industry, I have no idea. Funnest mopper. You're the best person who does the job. Why would I ask anything else? So as you lead, your team is interpreting different things. You're interpreting different things. But all that matters is the truth. And how do we get to the truth? We have courageous conversations. We talk. When we think that we're communicating is when we're not communicating. We have to ask and ask again. Hey, did you get it, Kendrick? Did you get what I said? Can you repeat that to me? Awesome, great. There's a great book, by the way, I told a couple people in here, it's called QBQ, Question Behind the Question. So how do we have those conversations? This is consistency. Write this down. Lack of consistency breeds insecurity. Lack of consistency breeds insecurity. And I'll explain what this means. Imagine you're working for me. Yigal's cleaning service. We are the best in the nation, #1. Right? We're awesome. And you come up to me and say, hey boss, I've been in the company for a year. Can we talk about a raise? Yep, sure thing. What was your name? Andrew. Andrew, sure thing, Andrew. Can you come by my office on Friday? We'll have a meeting at 10 a.m. And Andrew says, of course. We're gonna get a raise. And then I don't show up to the office. And I come back and I say, hey, Andrew, I'm sorry, I had something really, really important. Can you meet with me on Tuesday? Sure, we're gonna get a raise. Then I don't show up on Tuesday. What starts happening inside of Andrew's mind? Insecurity. Am I getting a raise? Do I have to find another job? Is this the right place for me? So as leaders, when we lack consistency, we start breeding insecurity in everybody around us. Imagine if I never told my wife that I loved her. She never said it. Or I said it once a month. Would she feel loved? No. So I have to be consistent, not because I have to, but because I want to be. Because I actually do love my wife, right? So as leaders, where are you being inconsistent? Where are you being inconsistent with your clients? Some people are talking about that. Right? Does anybody clean this facility in this room? Awesome. Is this consistent or inconsistent?
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent. 3 people walk to the bathroom and be like, oh, I should throw in a, I should get this job here. I should, put in a proposal. Right? Everyone's like, oh, let me take a picture of your proposal. But your inconsistencies in your mind, they start messing with you deeper than you thought. Let me explain. Hey, starting January 1st, it's coming up. We have our New Year's resolutions. We buy our gym membership. And what do? We say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. And you start going, and what happens?
You start stopping.
You start stopping. Exactly. So what does your subconscious mind say? Up. Failed. Didn't go to the gym today. Up. There's another one. Up. Here's another one. So when you're going to go and buy another commercial cleaning company with whatever amount of employees and you want to grow and get into a different avenue, what does your mind do to you? 58 times over here. You said you were going to do something and you didn't do it. Why would I jump on board, your mind, your subconscious, to help you be more successful if you lack consistency? So when you're looking around in your life, think about, where am I lacking consistency? Where can I turn up the volume to be more consistent with people? Everybody see someone in their life say yes? Yes. Awesome. So once we have clarity, right, we talked about clarity, we talked about consistency, we talked about courage. And it's time to step up and actually do the work. We've just woken up so far. You guys still with me? Yes? Yes. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I've worked with hundreds of CEOs, tons of companies, and this is the first thing that we always work on. Leading with baggage is misleading. What do I mean by that? You lead a company. You lead a family. You have people underneath you. If something up here is not okay, go get it fixed. What do I mean by that? I've been going to therapy for 8 years, every single week. It's my mental tune-up. I just go sit and I talk. I'm leading people. I cannot have baggage with me in order to lead. So with that, we're going to call up Kendrick because Diana's handwriting is nicer, so you'll do the next one. Kendrick, come on over here. Okay? Kendrick, what I want you to do is stand in front of this crowd, okay? Right here, perfect. And you can tell them a story, maybe a vacation that you went on recently, all right? Don't make it like super short. Just elongate it, really paint the picture for them, the emotion around it. I'm going to start doing something, okay? Just go along with me. Play along. You okay with play along? Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Kendrick.
All right. Let's see. The last vacation I took, I went to Ann Arbor, Michigan. I met up with my girlfriend and her family. They played Michigan State football team. Any college fans in here, maybe? Michigan won. I was proud of that. And we went to the bars. Bars were a good time. I remember I hate college kids, even though I'm only a few years older than them. Let's see. Had some good food, good drinks. And yeah, that's kind of the story.
Round of applause for Kendrick. You know, try something. You're going to say the same story.
All right.
Okay, give me all the stuff back. I think you're getting dirty underwear, don't worry about it. Okay? I want you to say the same story.
Okay.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Kendrick.
All right, yeah, went to Ann Arbor, met up with my girlfriend, family, went to a football game, saw Michigan play, they beat Michigan State.
Stop! Anybody see a difference already?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's going on? What difference are you seeing?
More confidence.
Okay.
More confidence. What else?
Not distracted.
Smiling.
Not distracted, smiling. What else?
Less stress.
What was that?
Less stress.
Less stress? Fluid. What?
You said who they played.
You say who they played? That was really important. Anybody else? Right? When you walk into your business with baggage, you sound like version 1 of Kendrick. Not fluid, not confident, no clarity, right? Not knowing what team you want to go for, right? Round of applause for Kendrick, please. So when you walk, yeah.
No, so it's a great example. Like, so what about when your team, when you sense and feel that, like version 1, I'm sure you're talking about it, but like, is there a way to approach that, almost to say, time out, let's start over, go handle yourself? I could sense it, right? I could feel it.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to allude to that?
Yeah, so I think what you said is really good. Take time out.
Yeah.
Not only presenting in front of your whole team, but pulling them aside and saying, hey man, something's not right.
Yeah.
I can sense it. What do we do? And they'd be like, what do you mean? Right? There's something lacking in the confidence, lacking in the clarity. How can we help to get that through? What's happening? Most of the time they're gonna say something, oh, you know what, I gotta fight with my wife, or you know, this person is sick, or something's gonna come out. It's not our job to be the therapist in our business. It's our job to give the resources to our team so they get the help that they need. Answer your question? Okay. Why? Because then you start erasing a boundary that's very dangerous for HR and for just other things to happen. Find the resources, great resources. I'll give you a great example. Had a team member who just mentally wasn't okay, and she let us know. Gave her the resources, she went to therapy, she was trying to help herself out, but the work just wasn't getting done. We waited 3 months, 4 months. She came to me, when you're such, I'm not saying I'm the best leader, like when you lead with clarity, she came to me and said, hey, I'm leaving, I'm ashamed of the work that I'm doing, I'm very, very sorry. You're incredible, and I'll support anything that you do in the future. Thank you. Wouldn't you want people to quit like that?
Yeah.
Right? So when you lead with clarity and you don't have the baggage, that's how they come in. There's more of that. But if you're walking in with all the baggage, why shouldn't everybody else have the baggage? It's a baggage party. It's baggage. Right? Put them on the, what do you call the conveyor belt to the airport? Did you forget?
And a carousel.
The carousel. It's just a baggage carousel of issues happening. We have to care for the people. Don't get me wrong. I care about people. I do. But when you start crossing the boundary, you're not leading. You're becoming a marshmallow leader. Some people don't have people to talk to in their lives. Answer your question? Yeah. Awesome. So again, no judgment. I've been to many courses, therapy, still go, marriage counseling. I'm trying to become the best father that I can be. I've got 3 little girls. It's all about up here, right? How many of you, I want to ask this question before, how many of you when you started your business, like clean the toilets and mop the floors away? Awesome, so most of you, right? What got you to where you are today? It wasn't cleaning more toilets. It was what was here. Determination, your intelligence. So how do we clear that out so you can take it to a whole nother level? We've got to clear out the baggage. Does that make sense? Say yes? Yes. Awesome. So we'll clear out the baggage. Worked on that. Obviously it's going to take some time. It doesn't like one therapy session. I got this. Leading, right? Diana, if you can come up here for me. Diana?
Yeah.
It's okay, thank you. It's about being the person who we need to be to take it to the next level. Well, God, there's a famous book, What Got You Here won't get you there, right? So Diana, if you want to grab a pen, because you have such nice handwriting, what I want everybody to do right now is, I want you to take 10-15 seconds and think about somebody who is a leader in your life. Somebody who motivated you, inspired you, pushed you forward when you needed it the most, and allowed you to take it to the next level. Raise your hand if you have that person in your mind. Awesome. I want you to start calling out characteristic traits that they have. Not the name, not why, just characteristic traits.
Patience.
Patience. So just go slowly so Diana can write all these out. Okay? I'm glad Diana wrote, she's got very nice handwriting. I've done this with people who have horrible handwriting. Okay, patience. Who else?
Experience.
Experience.
Strong moral compass.
What was that?
Strong moral compass.
Strong moral compass. Moral compass.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerable.
Diligence.
Hold on. We got vulnerable, sympathy.
Confidence. Diligence.
Diligence. And then we'll go to confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Humility.
Humility. Love that. Back there?
Humble.
Passion. Humility.
Passion.
Passion. Thank you. And what was it? Humble?
Being deliberate.
Being deliberate. Love that. Yes, sir.
Strong.
Strong. Love that. Strong of character, strong of mind. Anybody else?
Loving, flexible.
Loving. I love that. I love loving.
Love.
You can't steal my voice. So we got loving. What do we have here? Flexible. Communicate. Great communicator. Yeah. Assertiveness.
Open.
Open. Look at all these character traits.
Slow down.
Yeah, sorry. Good communicator. Assertive. What was after assertive? Truthful. Truthful? Like assertive?
Deliberate.
Just write truthful. Write truthful. We're going to miss a couple of them, that's fine.
Transparent.
Honest.
Listener.
Listener.
Honest.
Honest. You like that?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. I think we got a lot of them, right? Round of applause, please, for anything. So who do we need to become? Where are we not working on ourselves currently to become a better leader to take it to the next level? Are we patient? Are we patient? Patience is not easy. It's not. I lose that quick with my daughters. Experience, morals, vulnerable, sympathy, confident, humble, passion, strong, loving, flexible. Are we the people who we say that we're being to our teams? And where are we needing more work to get that done? So maybe write one of these down in your notebook, one or two, where you're like, I need more patience. I need more, to be more loving, right? I need to be a little more flexible, and not so cracked the whip. Angel, how much time I have? Let me know. What? 30? Oh, okay, good. Awesome. Let's just quickly share the ones that you wrote down. So we want to share the ones that you need to work on more. Yes, sir.
Being more patient.
More patient.
Being more humble
Awesome.
with what we have achieved, but being more patient with trying to achieve more. Like, you set the bar so high, you're going to get let down because you're never really going to get there. You just keep moving the bar.
Love it. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Leaders, who wants to share? What more do you need?
Better communicator.
Better communicator. Yes. Anybody else?
Confidence.
More confidence. Thanks for sharing. Cool. All right.
Sympathy.
Sympathy.
I'm empathetic, but I have zero sympathy.
That's his. He takes that on. Right? He knows what he needs. Right? Awesome. So then how do we lead up? So we've woken up, we wake ourselves up, we've stepped up to do the work, and now what is it that we need to do? We've got to bring other people with us. It's not leadership unless you teach others how. Right? Our goal is to fill our companies with leaders so that we can go on vacation, we can sell the company for a bigger multiple, we can enjoy life, and people can move together to harmony. So we've got to bring people up with us as we lead. It's no use just to become a better leader than do, that's it. Not give that to somebody else. And I believe that this room is filled with leaders because you guys are here at this event, investing in yourselves. How many people are not at this event? So how do you lead up? That's a Gap hat. You guys can't see it. I was a camp counselor. I was 16 years old. And there's a camp in San Diego. It's very famous because we take all the kids to Disneyland and Legoland and SeaWorld and all that type of stuff. So kids come from all over the nation and international. So there's this kid named David, he was from Mexico City, came in with a Gap hat, wore the Gap hat every single day. I was his camp counselor. I went to Disneyland with him. We went on our first ride. David's sitting next to me, Gap hat and all. The ride takes off, and what happens to the Gap hat? Takes off. Say, hey man, no worries, we'll buy you the hat. Tantrum. Like on the floor, I need my Gap hat. Yigal, please, my Gap hat. 16-year-old walks to the 17-year-old operator who has the microphone, does it. Please keep your hands in. Don't, if you're gonna throw up, whatever. And I say, hey man, I'm really sorry. Can you stop the whole ride? Because I need to get this kid's Gap hat. He's like, gotta call the director and management and all this type of stuff. We got that. Great. Went to Legoland. David sits on the ride with his Gap hat. What happens to the Gap hat? You go, my Gap hat. I need my Gap hat, please. You don't understand my Gap hat. Walk over to the 17-year-old ride guy. I'm really sorry, stop the ride. I wanted to duct tape like the hat to his head. Fast forward about 20 years. I'm in Mexico City at a wedding. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. For those of you from there, know what I'm about to say. The chilaquiles start moving. The mariachis are playing, and the tequila is flowing like water.
Sounds like a place I want to be.
There you go. It's a really good time. The fact that they feed you while you're drunk is just awesome. So you're at this party. I see this kid out of the corner of my eye, and my wife was a camp counselor also. That's where I met her. I'm like, hey, babe, is that David? She's like, I think so. So I want to go say hi to David. I walk over to David. It's in the middle of the dance floor, lights, mariachis. Then I'm like, hi David, I don't know if you, and he just grabs me, and he starts bawling, and he starts hugging me. 4 o'clock in the morning, mariachis, a little bit of tequila, I start crying. I don't know why. He jerks me, he pushes us aside, he goes, Yigal, you changed my life. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, remember that Gap hat? I was like, oh my God, that stupid Gap hat. I hated that thing. You made, it was insane. What were you thinking? He's like, but what you didn't know is that my father gave me that hat before I came to camp and he had passed away. So it was the only memory I had physical of the moment of my father at camp. So when I thought about that, I thought about how much compassion can we have towards somebody and change your life? But more importantly, we need to have compassion and acceptance for ourselves. I made some stupid ass mistakes in my life. And it wasn't until I forgave myself and those around me, that's when it gave me freedom. And my father worked all the time, 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. I was angry at him, very angry. When he passed away 2 years ago, I forgave because I knew where he was coming from. I was there. But if you don't forgive yourself, you cannot lead. If you don't forgive others around you, you cannot lead, ladies and gentlemen. Because you are walking in not with baggage, you are walking in with a tsunami of stuff to your company. So I ask you in this moment, it's not easy. Forgive yourself. It's okay. Maybe ask for forgiveness. But most importantly, forgive. Because that's what's going to make you move forward as a better leader. Let that sink in. I like that. How many people here are grateful? Feel blessed, grateful. We're going to put this into practice right now. And very seldom do we show the gratitude that we say that we have. So I want you to take your cell phones out. Take your cell phone out. And I want you to send a text message to somebody. I'm going to explain to you why in a moment. Don't send it yet. When we give gratitude, when we show gratitude, when we act in gratuity, then it takes away a lot of our stress. There's something called constant amazement. Okay? Anybody ever heard of constant amazement? Constant amazement is the fact that I flew on here in a big ass bird, right? To come to this conference, to stand in front of you guys and speak. We get numb to being amazed at life. We get numb at walking outside and seeing the trees because some people can't see, they can't hear, they can't walk, they can't speak. My father couldn't speak. My mom had a stroke 2 years ago, she can't speak. And so we walk in a way that we say that we're grateful, but we forget to show it as leaders. We forget to say, hey man, good job, man. Thank you so much to somebody. Because they're doing their job and they're getting paid. We forget to say, hey, thank you so much for picking up that extra garbage can. I know it's in your job description, but I appreciate you. Thank you. We forget to say thank you. And what thank you is, it's one of the most important words in leadership because people see how much you care and how much you're thinking about them. Right? We can throw money at everything. I need more people, bigger paychecks. I need better quality people, higher hourly wage. But what do people actually want? Gratitude. They want to be seen, heard, appreciated.
Validated.
Validated. Thank you, sir. And we're so busy in our lives that we forget to give that to the people around us, the close circle, and those in our team. Because they know I appreciate them, right? They know it. They get their paycheck every 2 weeks. I gave them a Christmas bonus. We threw a party. Good, right? No. So why don't you take a moment and send a text message to somebody who you want to show some gratitude to. Who you want to say thank you for that. Last 6 months have helped you in some way. I just sent one before the speech to my speech coach to say, hey man, thank you so much. I'm about to step on a stage in Denver, Colorado and speak. And if it wasn't for you and teaching and your belief in me, I wouldn't be able to speak the way I'm speaking today. So take 2 minutes and send that text. Whoever that is.
I did that last night.
What?
I did that last night.
Awesome. Yeah, you did that last night. What happened? Awesome. Yeah. Send a text message. Just say thank you. When you're done, just raise your hand so I know. Thank you so much. And then if somebody answers you just during the day, I'll be here till about like 5. I've got a flight at 7, I gotta get out of here. But if somebody responds, just let me know. I'd love to see that, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I will say something that I enjoy saying. It's better leadership equals a better bottom line. I'll say that again. Better leadership equals a better bottom line, and not just in the business, in all aspects of your life. So what we do right now is probably something that you've never done either. because I do some crazy stuff. Okay? My belief is that what you say to yourself, so your thoughts create energy and energy create matter. What you think about yourself and how you think creates your actions. And you all promised me to play along, is that right? Say yes?
Yes.
Cool. You all promised me to play along. Is that right? Say yes?
Yes.
Go and get on your feet. Please. Now, when you say things to yourself, you start to believe them. One of my family members would always, he was just horrible, I won't say who it was, he just called people bad names all the time. And to some extent, people believe it. You're so stupid, you're so stupid, you're so stupid. At some point, that integrates into who you are. But rarely have you told yourself, I am a leader. Rarely do you wake up and say, I'm ready to lead. Let's go. I am a leader. So what we're going to do now, we're going to play along is I want this from your gut. Okay? I'm going to say I am a leader and I want you to yell it back to me. I want to scare the students of this college. I want them to be like, what the heck is going on in that room? You guys play along and say yes?
Yes.
How you say this determines how you lead, how you show up in life. Don't be afraid. You can't be afraid to lead. Oxymoron. Not possible. You guys good to go? We're going to do this 3 times. I'm going to say I'm a leader. You repeat it back and you yell it. Don't let me down. Here we go. Ready? I am a leader.
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 Yes, you all are. My name is Yigal. Thank you so much.
Woo!
You have time for Q&A?
Yep, please do. I'm gonna get the microphone.
To have a family and then a business at the same time. Like, how do you manage that stuff?
Yeah. Expectations. I have conversations with my wife. I say, what do you expect out of me? Right? What is it that you want to see in me being a business owner so that you know that I'm present and I'm here and we're connected? Because at some point I wasn't connected. With my daughters, I read a book called Strong Father, Strong Daughter. And if you have daughters, read the book. You're bawling every single chapter. I know that I have to be strong and be present in my daughter's life. So I'll only leave for 2 days and I'll come back. Like I won't go on 5-6 day trips to go speak. I don't like it. I'll only do 12 to 14 a year. Because of that, I set up my life the way I wanted to set it up with the expectations that needed to be met. Also my wife, she asked, what do you need from me to be happy? This is a team. And then in my business, what do you need from me for this to work? So you set expectations and you're clear. And by the way, it's not just setting expectations once. Like if you write a mission statement and you haven't looked at it in 15 years, it's different now. It's the same with the expectations. You have to sit back down, unlock that part of your life and say, okay, it's been a year. Are we still on the same road? Is everything okay? And if it's not, you fine tune, you pivot, you move. Does that answer the question? It's not easy. I'm not perfect. Where's that? Anybody else? Questions over here?
It was not a question, it was more of adding to what you were talking about gratitude. I've applied gratitude a lot to my personal life and as a business leader. And I feel that that can be such a huge impact in your business as a leader, because when you not only show to your people that you are grateful for them, they will go the extra mile for you. So like what James and Angel say, it's not just about coming here and learning and not applying it. You know, it's like gratitude or all the other topics that you talked about, you have to apply it in order for it to really happen. And this is coming from somebody that there were a lot of things, a lot of mistakes I did in my business in the beginning that until now I'm realizing and I'm doing better and better each time as I go.
Love it. Thank you so much for sharing. 2 o'clock. By the way, it's a QR code. This is a leadership assessment, and I've got the 12 keys to unlock your leadership as well. Then you can connect with them. So, yeah.
Other questions?
Guys, raise your hands tall so we can see.
Raise your hand so I can get everybody real quick. Cool.
Great presentation, thank you. What advice would you give some of the leaders in this room and all the leaders I've ever worked for, including myself, about creating margin to work on yourself. Because when we work on ourselves, we know that we propel into an extraordinary individual with values that exemplify a lot of really good things. But sometimes we don't work on ourselves because we're working on everybody else.
So, great question. The 4 areas of life that I put up there, we have a planner that we work on that every single day. So what am I going to do to make my connections better today? What am I doing to make my condition better today? What am I doing to make my goodness and my conviction better today, right? And so it's not like make some time, it's every single day we're working on what we call the Focus 4. Right? So we work on the Focus 4 every single day. I can't just not work on my marriage because I'm busy at work and then just Saturday be like, hey babe, let's hang out, let's have a sexy night. She'd be like, what are you talking about? I haven't seen you in 7 days. You haven't spoken to me, right? So we have to work on this every single day. So it's not like putting time, it's every day how do I make time to see what my focus is? Just like you can do it, everybody make to-do lists in their business, it's like bah, 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 and some of you are just like to-do list champions, you're like, yeah, this is what you guys do. It's like, cross it, yes, yes, right? Like just so excited crossing off things, but we forget to make to-do lists in our lives sometimes, in our leadership. It's just as important.
Yeah, I hope I'm maybe not alone in this, but due to our industry, I feel like we don't get the best of applicants and the best of workers, and, top-notch sort of people, and I know we have to sift through that. But over the years, I feel like I've been sort of burned so many times in a way, like, it's some of these people, they're just fundamentally, their fundamentals in life just aren't there and aren't correct, and like we don't have the time to go back and train them on basic life fundamentals, like basic respect for property, things like that. So I think over the years I've been kind of calloused and burned by so many people that I've become calloused in a way where I don't sympathize, I don't want to hear your excuses, you're just one of the people that are going to burn me in 30 days anyway, type deal. So I don't know if you have a way to sort of like overcome that, or any ideas where that could be sort of helpful to confront those types of issues.
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think one of the most important things is if you own a company, just to have a value statement and to stick to the values. And what I mean by that is if somebody doesn't have those things, what happens a lot, and I can sympathize in the pawn industry, it wasn't that much different, right? It just wasn't. And so we had to take the applicants that we felt that we can mold and mold them based on our values. The other thing that happens is a lot of companies aren't consistently attracting good talent, consistently, every day. You don't hire when you need people, you consistently hire every single day. 7 ways. LinkedIn, Craigslist, I don't care, you consistently hire, right? And somebody mentioned we used to hire quick and fire slowly, but it's got to be the other way around, right? So now, for you callousing, you've got to understand that what they're going through, right, what they've gone through in their life isn't your fault. People come from you from all walks of life with some really, really crappy pasts and really, really crappy things that have happened to them in their lives. And have the sympathy with that. But just know that you're not going to allow that in for them to be a culture killer. It's just not happening. And the moment you let it happen, everybody else sees it in your company, and then you start killing your own culture, right? So going back to the original question, how do you break the callous? If you want to find great people, you have to shed the callous in order to open the energy to find them. Because in your ads, they see the energy of the callous. When they come speak to you, they see the energy of the callous. And the top people won't because of it. Does that make sense?
Hey.
Oh,
I'm not a business owner yet. But great presentation, by the way. Well, you said that you have been going through therapy since 8 years, about years. I've been going through therapies for about 10. So one of the things that most stuck with me from your presentation was the baggage and the forgiveness. Because I'm not kidding you when I say that if I have insomnia at night, I'm still thinking of stupid things that I did when I was like 10 or 15, and I won't let go, and I keep yeah, okay, you get it. And so I guess my question is, for a person that wants to become a business leader, a successful one day, what would be your advice for me on how to start to work on that? Because I feel like I really try so hard to try to forgive myself and forgive people that I still haven't, but I should, because of my inner peace. But I'm like kind of stuck there, so I guess advices, please.
So I'm not a therapist. Just know that this is just my opinion. My opinion is that when we don't forgive other people because we want to hold power over them. Right? And that's why we don't forgive. Because we want to hold power. Like, I'm not going to forgive you because you did this to me, so I'm going to hold power. Right? But when you drop that rock, that big boulder, you drop it from yourself also and you move forward. It's not about holding the power, it's just about forgiving and moving forward. Yeah, enough. My daughters watch Frozen, let it go, let it go. It's not easy. I let go of something this morning. I sat there, I meditated. I'm like, why did this happen yesterday? I'm like, oh my God, I need to forgive myself for that. And I'm just like, I'm done. Yeah, you know, my seat, it doesn't work for me anymore. When you drop the baggage, you can just like, oh yeah, like, the run is easier, right? Moving forward is easier. It's not easy, that's my opinion, but think about like what power you're trying to hold over the other person. And if you are, you just drop that shit.
Thank you.
Well, anybody else? A couple more minutes.
So one of the first things you mentioned was that you think everyone has the power to unlock the leader within them. I'm assuming there's a caveat probably where people need to first recognize that and understand that, right? And you also mentioned that we've all been around bad leaders. So what if you're in a position where, like, I recognize it, but maybe I'm working with someone that doesn't? You don't want to quit. You know, is there a way to help a leader to see that? You know, what advice do you have to teams that are trying to help their leaders see that?
My advice, I'll give you an example that happened to me. I was working with a 6-store chain, and I was working with one of the leadership, and the problem was the owner. He was the problem. Alcoholic, just micromanaging. He was a seagull leader. Would come in, crap all over everybody, and take off, right? She's like, Yigal, what do I do? So we're going to work on your leadership, because what's going to happen is that you're going to surpass. You're going to take your leadership to such a level that he's just going to be like, take it away, my friend. That's exactly what we did. We worked on his leadership for 8 months, week after week after week, until the owner was like, hey, I don't know how you're doing this or what you did, but go ahead and take over. I'm out. And he moved states. He's like, you guys got this. He moved to his vacation room, his summary report once a week. Get it. The best way to show a leader or somebody who's not a good leader is for you to step up in your leadership. And it's going to piss them off, which might happen. You might have to leave, but it's going to open their eyes and be like, oh my God. A lot of the training I do with like managers and supervisors, I give the owners caveats. I'm like, listen, I'm going to return a much better leader to you. And if you're not going to lead, like you're going to, like this is not going to work. So you have to become a better leader. That's the only way you can convince them. Can you imagine if you walk up to your boss and say, hey man, you're kind of a crappy leader. Your communication sucks. You really have no sympathy or empathy. What can I do to help in this situation? He's going to be like, F you, get out of here, right? So all we can do is become better ourselves. The way that we improve our marriages is we become better. We don't make them better. It's the same kind of tactic. Anybody else?
Final question? Final question? Alright.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, you gotta yell at those so the camera can catch us. I wanna yell.
Oh, so, you know, I mean, we talked when I first got here, but I stepped off for 10 minutes. But do you do this for the leadership teams in general? Like, not always just about us, but to convey the message through the rest of the, you know, every layer of your team needs leadership skills.
Yeah. So we do
is it a different programming or is it the same
presentations like this, full year programs for managers, supervisors, owners. We do the whole thing. We can talk about it after.
All right, what do you guys think?
Thank you so much.